Hello, I'm Czar.
Hi, I'm Ranc.
I'm Enoch.
Hi, I'm Leah.
I'm Alex.
What's your favorite video game soundtrack?
That's a good question.
I have a lot of favorite game soundtracks, honestly. Games have good music, yo.
My favorite video game track is Unwavering Heart from Pokemon Black and White.
For me, the game with the best soundtrack that I've played is actually Guardians of the Galaxy.
So my favorite video game soundtrack would probably have to be Mass Effect 3.
And my favorite video game soundtrack is Outer Wilds.
My favorite video game OST is probably a combination of the Mario Galaxies.
But I've been thinking a lot about the Tekken Tag Tournament 1 soundtrack a lot recently.
My favorite video game soundtrack would have to be Undertale's soundtrack. It's also my favorite game, so it just kind of coincides perfectly.
I actually heard it for the first time in Omega Ruby, but I liked it so much, and I like it because it's really sad, and I like sad things, and it's a really sad song, and it makes me cry.
I played that game back in like 5th grade, and I remember I loved everything about it. And you know, the ending bothered me, but like just hearing some of the music that they orchestrated for it, just like the sound of, there's one called Leaving Earth that's like just a piano melody that you hear as like the Reapers are taking over Earth, and it's just like, it's so atmospheric, and it's so just powerful, I guess, to see like how beautiful Earth once was and what the Reapers are now doing to it. And just so you hear that as you're, you know, leaving Earth for the first time, and then you hear it again at the end of the game when you finally save the day, and then, you know, but at the end of the day Earth is still in ruins, and you know, the song I think really reflects upon that.
I think Outer Wilds is great because of how it uses the music to weave into the narrative of the story and the gameplay and the emotions, as well as just being very genuinely entertaining music to listen to. Outside of that, like I listen to the soundtrack all the time on my own. But it's a very like folksy kind of like space banjo, like it's banjos, it's drums, it's not maracas, but you know, things like that, all set to roaming around finding things in space. And I think what makes it really special is how it uses the music. Like, there's a whole bunch of different people throughout the solar system that you have to go find that all play their own instrument. And you have this thing called the signal scope that lets you look out places and sort of like zoom in on the audio so you can see what instrument is being played from what location, and like it will lead you to that person playing that instrument. So you can sort of hear them and their own specific music as you get closer to them. Anytime you use that. And sometimes you use to solve mysteries, like there's music coming from a place where music shouldn't be coming from, so like you got to figure out what's going on with that. And since everyone has their own instruments, they, you know, come together at the end of the game to play them all together, and it's this very good, heartwarming moment of like everyone you've met along your journey coming together, playing their instrument and contributing to the song that they've all been playing, but they're all playing their parts finally together. And so it makes for a very special, very cool moment.
I thought it was a very nice game, loved all the rock. I'm a big rock guy, huge rock guy, and it was very nice to see that incorporated into the game. I think actually one of the funniest things, actually, when you play the game, there's like this power-up where if you get enough points, you can just do like a super attack, or all of your abilities go into like overcharge, and all of your team's abilities go into overcharge too, and it plays like a certain song. And one time it was like Footloose, and I thought that was like a very fun moment to play.
take you to the stars. I'll show you who we are. We're space riders with no names.
Both have great music. I'm probably a little biased because of how much time I've put into the 8D Mario Galaxy YouTube collection video. Anyway, I just big fan. There's probably 2 hours at the very least of that crazy music sensation alone. But all the like 30-40 galaxies have unique and different songs is the main thing that I like about it. And every kind of, you could hear a song and be like, oh, that's the desert one. Oh, that's the weird one with the puzzle pieces and the wigglers. So I just think that it's iconic in the sense that you're able to hear the music and know exactly what's happening at any given point in the game.
Undertale's soundtrack just fits it so perfectly. It has like 101 songs, came out in 2015, like obviously when the game released. And it's made all by Toby Fox, which I think is impressive in and of itself to have a creator make the music but also make the game. And to have so many good songs and iconic songs in there. When I was a YouTube editor, I got to use a lot of video game songs in the videos I made. And so I used a lot of Undertale music just because of how catchy the tunes are. The songs can go really fast at times, especially when you're in certain fights, like your fight with Sans, or you have the fight with Asgore, or the fight with Mettaton. I can't remember if that's the character's name. I might have messed up the character's name. But yeah, just like the tunes can go very fast, but it also has some wholesome moments, like the music box, but they have it's home, but on the music box, but also they have home, just normal. And so it has that good combo of having songs that are emotional, but also having songs that are fast paced. And I think for a video game soundtrack to have that much variety in it in terms of tempo, and it's not just like your basic, shooter game that has a lot of different soundtracks that use the same things. All of Undertale's stuff sounds unique, and each and every song is kind of its own thing. And I think that's what makes it so impressive, especially considering that there's 101 of them. I think my favorite song in the soundtrack always comes back to, it's always a tie between Spear of Justice and a Ghost Fight. That's the Nobstabluke song at the beginning, where he's all sad, and it's like, doo 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 doo. I'll guess a clip will play right now, I don't know. And then Spear of Justice, I can't remember exactly in the game when that one comes on, but that's a really good fast pace, like hits you in the face multiple times, and hits you in the ear holes, and it makes good sounds.
I played that game when I was like 5. I was real young. I was a little baby. But I think that game is like a big part of why my music taste is what it is right now. Like, it opens with one of the most iconic piano riffs, I think, of all time. Not even exaggerating. Just sets the tone so perfectly for the game. And every single track in that game is like, it's this super unique style of like experimental early 2000s electronic music that is so specifically Tekken that like I've never heard anything else like it. It's amazing.
Round 1, fight!
Every single song, a banger. Nothing else to say. That's it. I'm done.
I'm done.
All right, that's gonna be it for me.
Back to the show.
Bye. That's it.